The full moon casts its mysterious light over the kingdom of Celestine, signaling the beginning of a new era of challenges. On the battlefield, a terrifying sight unfolds. The sorceresses are dominated by dark forces, and the fearsome Black Knights are in direct confrontation with Celestine's forces. Leading the dark attack is Melanie, the fire sorceress whose violent flames are decimating the troops of light.
Burn! May Celestine become ashes under our power.
We will conquer Celeste by force and brutality.
Arnold, with his sword in hand, and Medellin channeling her magic, enter the battle to change the course of events in favor of the forces of light.
Well, Medellin. Are you on the losing side now?
No, Melanie. I'm here by choice.
It's incredible how naive you can be. But remember, this war has only just begun. Next time, there will be no mercy.
With the strategic withdrawal of Melanie's forces, the battle comes to a temporary end. Celestine's forces, although exhausted and wounded, find a moment of respite and renewed hope. A portal opens in the full moon, revealing a disturbing image. Sick people with spots on their skin moaning in pain in a forgotten village.
I know this village. It's the village of fallen men. It's the place where I cast a curse that has plagued me with guilt and regret. I did it in a moment of anger because of our separation. I made all the men in that village ill, a curse that I must now find a way to lift.
I believe in you, Medellin. I know you can overcome this. We need to heal these people, not just to find the amulet, but also to free ourselves from the past.
You're right, Arnold. We must go there. I must make amends for what I've done.
Medellin and Arnold prepare for the journey to the village of fallen men with renewed determination. With Medellin back on the light side, she begins to see Celestine's magical creatures again.
Arnold, look! Celestine's magical creatures. They're guiding us.
Incredible. It's a sign that we're on the right track.
While Arnold and Medellin travel to the village of fallen men, Princess Sophie embarks on a dangerous journey to the Vale of Tears to free herself from a curse cast by Medellin. After crossing the bridge, Sophie enters the Forest of Lost Souls, a place full of sadness and pain.
This forest is bizarre. I feel a lot of sadness and pain in the air. This place is trying to penetrate my mind.
You'll never know what really happened, Sophie. Our mother hid the truth from you.
No. I can't let these thoughts overwhelm me.
The lost souls begin to surround Sophie, their voices wailing and begging for help. Their pain is palpable, echoing in every corner of the forest.
Help us, Princess. We've suffered so much.
Bring us peace, please.
I'll try to help you.
The souls begin to calm down. However, the soul that commands the forest, sensing Sophie's sadness about Medellin and her mother, begins to manipulate these feelings.
Your mother hid the truth from you and Medellin stole your love. Free yourself and let these feelings of pain give you strength and power.
I acknowledge the pain and sorrow that these visions bring, but I refuse to let them control me. I am stronger than this, and I will not be swayed from my path.
Sophie feels the weight of the souls around her, but instead of giving in, she uses her powers to emanate even more light and hope. The positive energy begins to free the souls in that place, bringing peace and relief.
I bring you light and hope. May you find peace and be free.
The souls begin to dissipate, freed from their suffering. The forest, once dark and twisted, begins to transform. The trees become green and full of life, and flowers bloom everywhere.
Don't think I've given up. You'll still be influenced by me.
After the challenges in the forest, Sophie has become wiser and more cautious. Determined to continue her journey with caution, she uses her illusion magic to disguise herself as an old lady while passing through a small village. As Sophie walked through the village, she noticed the atmosphere of despair and loneliness.
Who are you, old lady? I've never seen you around here before.
I'm just a traveler looking for shelter and maybe some food. I can help you with whatever you need in return.
Very well. You can stay, but know that we don't tolerate a stranger causing trouble. My name is Raven, and I run this place.
Natalie, the most powerful dark sorceress, had chosen this place as a base for recruiting new dark sorceresses, channeling the women's sadness and despair to manipulate their minds. At the end of the day, Sophie retired to the small room she had been given.
I must find a way to help these women and free their husbands. I can't let sadness and darkness continue to dominate this place.
With these resolutions in mind, Sophie fell asleep, preparing herself for the next day's challenges.
Madame, Raven waits for you in her cabin. Hurry, she dislikes waiting.
I don't know if I can resist the temptations that will come because the attraction to evil here is powerful. But I can't leave this village without helping these women.
Sophie arrives at Raven's hut, an imposing structure adorned with symbols of icy magic.
Good morning, madam. Or should I say, young sorceress of Tagnara. The spirit of the Forest of Lost Souls has told me a lot about you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, but I think you do. There's no need to keep your disguise from me. Come on, let me show you how we live here. Maybe you'll find some of the answers you're looking for.
When they arrive at the magic school, Raven introduces them to the sorceress's ability to precisely manipulate dark energies. Sophie was fascinated by the demonstration.
Magic, like any tool, depends on how it is used. We choose to embrace all its forms, even the ones many fear.
That's incredible. I've never seen anything like it in Tagnara.
Sophie's fascination with dark magic grows, and her disguise begins to fail before she knows it. The illusion magic fades, revealing her true form.
Ah, there you are, Princess of Celestin. Now tell me, what do you want most?
Raven uses a powerful mental magic that weakens the princess's mind, and she can no longer fight against that dark and manipulative atmosphere.
I want to be free of the binding spell that Medellin cast on me.
Excellent. You can be sure you'll find the tools to achieve your desires here.
As the days pass, Sophie finds a strange comfort among the village women. Their stories of pain and loss resonate with her sorrows, making her feel understood and welcomed.
I see you're beginning to understand our way of life here. The magic we practice isn't just darkness. It's a force for change, a response to our pain.
Yes, I'm starting to see that. Raven, I feel like I could learn a lot from you. Could you teach me the dark side spells so I can face Medellin?
Of course, Princess. Finding someone willing to fully embrace all facets of magic is rare. I'll teach you what I know, and together, we can make sure you're ready for any challenge that comes your way.
Sophie spends the next few days immersed in intense training. Raven instructs her in the darker magic arts, teaching her to manipulate the energy around her in ways she never imagined.
Pain and anger are potent catalysts. You're learning to turn these emotions into power.
I'm surprised at how natural it seems to me.
As night falls, Sophie retreats to her hut, exhausted from training, but her mind remains in turmoil.
Whenever I use dark magic, I feel a strength I've never experienced before. And that makes me very happy. But at the same time, I know this is not who I am.
The internal battle between her essence and the temptation of darkness tears her apart.
Arnold, I miss you. It's the love I feel for you that guides me. But what if I can't get back? What if I lose myself completely?
As Arnold and Medellin continue their journey, a deep anguish settles in Arnold's chest, growing with every step.
Medellin, something is wrong. I feel a pain and anguish.
Arnold, what's going on? Stay with me.
Medellin uses her magic to stabilize Arnold, and he wakes up.
Arnold, forgive me. You sensed that Sophie wasn't well, so you fainted. It's all my fault.
Don't blame yourself. Sophie's strong. She'll get over it.
You need to rest now.
Thank you, Medellin. Let's continue.
Let's finish this mission and save everyone we can.
Arnold and Medellin arrive at the village of fallen men. The full moon casts long, unsettling shadows over the ruined huts.
Medellin, you'd better stay here. I'll see what's going on and come back for you if it's safe.
All right, Arnold. But if you need me, call me. I won't hesitate to come and help you.
Arnold advances cautiously into the village. As he gets closer, the smell of sickness and despair fills the air. He sees precarious-looking men, their skins marked by dark spots and open wounds.
Who's there?
I'm Arnold, an arcane knight of Celestin. What happened to you?
A curse. A sorceress has put a curse on us. We're doomed to wither away like this.
A sorceress? Do you know who it was?
We don't know her name, but her words were full of anger and pain. Since then, we have lived in this torment.
I'll bring help. Medellin, they're all sick, with spots and sores. We need to act quickly.
This is my fault, Arnold. I need to fix this.
First, we must find out how to break this curse.
There's a purification spell that will fix it. But it will be difficult, and I need a safe place to perform the ritual.
There's an old chapel at the other end of the village. It might be a good place for that. I'll escort you there.
Arnold and Medellin move carefully through the village, avoiding being seen by the sick and desperate men. They arrive at the old chapel, an aged but still imposing building.
Who dares to invade this sacred place?
Hannah, it's me, Arnold, arcane knight of Celestin. I'm here to help.
And I am Medellin. I need your help to perform a purification spell.
Very well. If you're willing to undo what you've done, I'll help you.
Thank you, Hannah. We need a safe place for Medellin to perform the purification spell.
This place still has a sacred energy that can amplify the purification magic.
I need total concentration to channel my magic. Arnold, stand guard.
We're cured. The pain is gone.
The curse has been broken!
A soft glowing light begins forming in the chapel's center. From within this light, a benevolent spirit appears, bringing indescribable peace.
Arnold, Medellin, you have shown courage and repentance. In recognition of your efforts and desire for redemption, you deserve the first part of the sacred amulet.
We thank you for your trust. Although we have only just begun our journey, your presence fills us with hope.
Knowing we are on the right path gives us the strength to continue. We thank you for the gift.
The benevolent spirit holds out his hands and a bright light forms between them, materializing the first part of the sacred amulet. The piece floats gently towards Arnold and Medellin, who receive it with reverence.
This is only the beginning of your journey. Continue with courage and determination, for many challenges lie ahead.
Another day dawns in the gloomy women's village in the Valley of Tears. Sophie wakes up and looks at her hands in reflection in the mirror.
What's happening to me? It's not just external changes. I feel like I'm losing part of who I am.
Her nails, once a natural shade, are now a deep black, and her eyes, which used to glow a serene blue, now gleam a dark, mysterious violet. Moved by concern, Sophie seeks out Raven, looking for answers and perhaps a way to understand the transformations she is facing.
Raven, look at me. my nails, my eyes. I'm changing in ways I don't understand. Is that normal?
Come with me, Sophie. Look at yourself, Sophie. See how beautiful and powerful you are. These changes are mere side effects of you embracing a greater power, a side of magic that few dare to explore.
It's true. I look different. There's a strength in my appearance that I've never felt before.
You're unique, Sophie. In our community, these changes reflect how powerful and special you are. You should be proud of them, not afraid of them.
Maybe you're right. I should accept this as part of my growth as a sorceress. These outfits, they make me feel powerful. I'm finally coming to terms with who I'm supposed to be.
Yes, Sophie. Let the world see who you are now, a true sorceress of the shadows, ready to shape your destiny.
Sophie arrives in her room and ponders Raven's words.
To shape my destiny.
Power, read, stay in charge.
With my powers, I can take control of the village and free the women, or else be a much better leader than Raven.
Sophie didn't imagine it, but after she surrendered to the darkness, she was also influenced by the Soul Commander of the forest, who induced thoughts of greatness and power in her mind. Sophie was induced to sleep and fell into a deep slumber. In her dreams, the manipulative soul poses as Arnold and appears before her with a serene and determined face.
Sophie, you must free the women from Raven's domination. They need you. Be a great sorceress and command these women to victory.
With those words, Sophie suddenly awakens. Her heart is racing, but her mind is clearer than ever. She knows what she has to do.
I can't leave these women under Raven's domination. They deserve to be free.
During the day, Sophie observes the activities in the village, mentally preparing herself for the confrontation that will take place at dusk. As night falls, Sophie prepares for the final confrontation.
So, Sophie, have you finally decided to show your true intentions?
I know what you've done here and won't allow it to continue.
Do you think you can stand up to me, Sophie? Your darkness has betrayed you. You've lost the light that made you strong. Do you think you can use darkness against me? You are pathetic for thinking you can beat me.
I can't move. I can't lose now.
You've already lost, Sophie. Your heart is divided, and it has weakened you. Darkness is not a path for the faint-hearted. This is the price of coveting power without understanding its true cost. You will never be a threat to me again. I will freeze what remains of light and purity in your heart.
No! What are you doing?
I'm turning you into someone dark, with little will of your own. You will be my servant, Sophie. Forever.
Sophie feels her willpower being frozen. Her mind and heart are filled with an oppressive darkness. She becomes a shadow of herself, with a broken and subdued will.
Now, go to the village prison. You'll go willingly, without complaint.
Yes, Raven.
With mechanical steps and empty eyes, Sophie heads for the village prison, unable to resist Raven's will. Raven watches from afar, knowing she now has a powerful ally under her control, ready to be used according to her whims and desires. In the dense forest, Arnold and Medellin anxiously await the sight of the full moon, which will guide them to the next piece of the sacred amulet, and the moonlight begins to shine through the treetops, creating dancing shadows all around. Suddenly, Arnold feels a deep chill, like his heart is encased in ice. He turns abruptly to Medellin.
Medellin, something's wrong. I feel like I'm losing my connection with Sophie.
Arnold observes Medellin, noticing she is completely paralyzed.
What do you want, Master? I am your servant now.
Medellin, no! What's happening? You can't leave me now!
Arnold kneels down, holding Medellin's hands, feeling the coldness in her touch. In anguish, he begins to pray fervently, calling out to the divine being.
Divine being, please hear my pleas. Medellin has been affected by dark magic and is losing her will. I need your guidance and help.
Sophie was struck by dark magic that froze her heart, and the magical connection between her and Medellin caused this devastating effect.
What can I do to save them? How can I bring Medellin back?
You seek out the sorceress Krista, who is a few days' journey from here in an isolated hut on the River of Stones. She can isolate Medellin's heart, making her regain her own will.
I'll go and find Krista right away.
After an arduous and exhausting journey, Arnold and Medellin finally reach the River of Stones. On the riverbank, they spot a picturesque cottage with a beautiful lake in front of it.
Medellin, we're almost there. Krista's hut should be just ahead.
Yes, Master.
Arnold walks forward, his eyes fixed on the figure of a girl sitting by the lake. The young woman is concentrated, training her magical skills, while a small sphere of light is in her hands.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Krista. Do you know where I can find her?
I'm Alara, Krista's apprentice. She's inside the hut. Can I help you with anything?
My companion, Medellin, was affected by a powerful dark magic that froze her heart and took away her will. The divine being has told us that Krista can help her.
It sounds serious. Bring her here. I'll call Krista right away.
Arnold helps Medellin approach the hut, and Alara runs inside to get Krista. A few moments later, Krista emerges, a wise and serene-looking woman, with eyes full of knowledge and compassion.
Arnold, I know who you are, and I understand the urgency of your situation. Medellin has fallen victim to powerful magic. We need to act quickly.
The interior is cozy and full of magical instruments. Krista begins to prepare the necessary ingredients while Alara watches attentively, learning from her master's every move.
Medellin, sit here. Arnold, I need you to maintain eye contact with her throughout the process. Your presence will be key to bringing her back.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Arnold, my love.
Medellin, are you okay?
Arnold, what happened? Where am I?
You're safe, Medellin. Krista brought you back.
The magic has been isolated, but we must destroy the source in the Vale of Tears to ensure it doesn't affect you again. Alara can accompany you there. She's a talented sorceress and can help protect you.
It would be an honor to help. I'm ready to fight for Celestine's protection.
That's right. First, we need to strengthen ourselves and plan. But we can't leave Sophie there alone for too long.
We'll save her, Medellin. We'll do whatever it takes.
With a plan in mind and renewed determination, Arnold, Medellin, Krista, and Alara prepare to gather their strength and devise the best strategy to invade the Valley of Tears and rescue Sophie. Another day dawns in the women's village of the Valley of Tears. The gloomy atmosphere remains, but an unusual buzz is in the air. In the distance, an impressive entourage appears. Natalie arrives with all her pomp, accompanied by several black knights and dark sorceresses.
Raven, introduce yourself.
Master Natalie, it is an honor to welcome you to our humble village. I have some important news to share.
And what important news have you summoned me here in person?
I have managed to subdue Sophie, the Princess of Celestine. She is now under my control. Her light is frozen, and her will be broken.
Interesting. Show me.
Raven guides Natalie and her entourage to the village prison, where Sophie is being held.
Here you are, Master Natalie. Sophie, once Celestine's hope, is now my loyal servant.
Impressive, Raven. You've really done it. Sophie, get up.
Yes, Master Natalie.
You've done an excellent job, Raven. We can't allow any trace of your old light to return.
Understood, Master Natalie. What do you suggest?
Let's make sure Sophie never remembers who she was again. With my power, I'll free the dark part of her heart and freeze her goodness forever. She will be reborn as Lilith, the ice sorceress, your loyal disciple.
Good. I'll prepare Sophie for the transformation ritual.
From now on, you will no longer be Sophie. Your name will be Lilith. You were orphaned and abandoned in the jungle. raised by the dark sorceresses. You owe your life to the darkness. Your devotion to me will be unconditional.
Master Natalie, Master Raven, I am here to serve. Darkness is my strength, and my devotion to you is absolute.
Lilith, your power will be a formidable weapon against the light. Use your anger and hatred to strengthen your abilities and fulfill your goals.
Yes, Master. My anger is my fuel. I will fight against the light and ensure that darkness dominates Celestin.
Medellin, what's going on?
Something's wrong. Your connection with Sophie is unstable.
Sophie, she doesn't exist anymore. I feel like the magic of the bond between us has been broken.
No, that can't be true. Sophie can't be dead.
No, Sophie is not dead, but her personality has been obliterated by 2 powerful spells.
What do you mean, Divine Being?
Raven froze Sophie's heart, while Natalie gave birth to a new sorceress born from Sophie's pain and dark side. She is now known as the dreaded Ice Witch Lilith.
So Sophie is lost to us? There's no way to bring her back?
Sophie still lives inside Lilith, but is profoundly asleep and controlled by Raven and Natalie's magic. To free her, you must first destroy these spells.
So that's what we'll do. We're going to confront Lilith and the dark sorceresses.
Count on me. We'll gather the necessary strength and fight to the end.
Let's get ready and strengthen our bonds. The battle will be difficult, but not impossible. Light can still prevail over darkness.
I was thinking about our next step. This village will no longer be valid for training sorceresses. The women who are left are too weak for that.
What do you want to do then, Raven?
These women won't be any more use to us. I want you to freeze them. They are weak and useless now.
It would be my pleasure, Raven. I'll find it amusing to crush these weak and useless women. It's time to freeze this village. It will be straightforward.
Excellent, Lilith. With that settled, we're free to leave for Nightfrost.
I'm ready, Raven. Let's go to Nightfrost and show them what we're capable of.
The journey to Nightfrost is quick, and when they arrive, Lilith is immediately fascinated by the kingdom's grandeur. The imposing palaces and the atmosphere of power of the dark sorceresses enchant her.
Welcome to Nightfrost, Lilith. You can choose any of these palaces to live in. This kingdom is now your new home.
It's all so magnificent, Raven. I've never felt so powerful and at home. Thank you for everything.
No need to thank me, Lilith. We're sisters now. We'll rule this kingdom together and ensure that darkness prevails in Celestin.
With the plan mapped out and the forces assembled, the rescue party advances towards the Valley of Tears. Sorceresses, magical beings from the lake, and arcane knights led by Arnold follow together, determined to save Sophie and defeat the forces of darkness.
We're coming. Stay alert and ready for anything.
Something's wrong. I feel an icy presence, as if all life here has been extinguished.
When they enter the Valley of Tears, they are greeted by a desolate sight. All life in the valley is frozen and lifeless. Trees covered in ice, abandoned huts, and an oppressive silence take over the place.
It can't be. Everything here is dead. Who could have done this?
It could only have been done by Raven.
The group begins to search the huts looking for any survivors.
Are you all right? What happened here?
It was the Ice Witch, Lilith. She did it. When she cast her magic, I was by the fire, and I wasn't affected, but all the others were.
Can you help us? We need to know everything that happened. Every detail can make a difference.
Yes, I'll help. Before Lilith cast her magic, it was rumored that she was going to Nightfrost to complete her training.
My words will hurt my heart, but we don't have enough strength to enter the realm of Nightfrost and save Sophie. We must gather the parts of the sacred amulet to have a chance of victory.
I agree. The priority now is to stop King Neferus. Saving Sophie will have to wait. We must protect Celestine from a greater evil.
As an arcane knight, your duties are clear. Let's focus on finding the amulet and saving our kingdom.
Sophie awakens in an enchanting place surrounded by dazzling flowers and a crystal-clear stream. Sophie vaguely remembers her last battle with Raven, believing for a moment that she is dead.
Where am I? The last thing I remember is fighting Raven. Did I die?
Sophie, fear not. You're in the parallel world of light.
Parallel world of light? But what does that mean? Am I really dead?
No, Sophie, you are not dead. Your good part has been separated and brought here. You have a choice to make.
What choice?
You can choose to remain here in the world of light and calm, where there is no pain or suffering, and prepare to be born in another world. Or you can work through your pain and face a difficult path to return to your body in Celestine.
I can't leave my kingdom. I can't leave Arnold and everyone else without a fight. I choose to go back, even though I know it will be difficult.
You must face your deepest pains and fears to restore your inner harmony. To begin with, go to the hut at the end of the stream. This will be your home now. Inside is a mirror through which you can communicate with your mother.
My mother? Is she here?
Your mother will guide you and offer lessons. You won't know exactly where she is for now, but through the mirror, you can work on your feelings and prepare to return to Celestine.
With hope and determination, Sophie follows the path indicated by the divine being. Upon entering the hut, Sophie finds a simple mirror. Sophie approaches the mirror, feeling a deep connection.
Sophie, my dear, I'm so happy to see you.
Mother! I've missed you so much. Where are you? What should I do?
I'm in a place where I can watch and guide you, but I can't reveal more for now. You have a difficult journey ahead, but know that I will always be with you. We need to work together to heal your heart and strengthen your light.
I'm ready, Mother. I'll do whatever it takes to go back and fight for our kingdom.
Let's begin, my child. First, we need to address the hurts you carry, your anger, your fear, and your pain. Only by facing these feelings will you be able to regain your true strength.
Sophie, still thrilled to see her mother in the mirror, eagerly awaits the first lesson.
Sophie, we need to start by talking about Medellin. There's a lot you need to know about your sister.
Medellin? What is there to know other than what I already know? She's always been a problem for me.
Medellin is not just your sister. She's also my daughter from my first marriage to King Neferus.
What? I didn't know that.
When Medellin was still little, I left her in Tagnara to protect her. Neferus was obsessed with power, and I knew he would do anything to take Medellin to his side. Tagnara, being a magical and hidden place, was the only hope of keeping her safe.
And then what?
After I left Neferus, I found refuge with King George, a kind man who took me in. He helped me create a new life. Shortly afterwards, you were born, Sophie, the fruit of my pure and beautiful love with King George.
So Medellin was separated from us because of Neferus' madness?
Yes, with great sorrow in her heart. Medellin grew up feeling abandoned and betrayed, and that pain led her down the dark path, you know? She needs a sister who loves her, Sophie, not someone who hates her.
I always felt angry with her for everything that happened. But looking at it this way, I realize she's also a victim.
Exactly, my child. She has made mistakes and made the wrong choices, but she needs your love and understanding to redeem herself.
Mom, I understand now. I'll do what I can to help Medellin. She needs to know that she's not alone.
That's what I was hoping to hear. Love is a powerful force, Sophie. With it, you can overcome any darkness.
I promise, Mom. I'll fight for Medellin. just as I'll fight for Celestine. She deserves to know that I want her good.
I'm very proud of you, my dear. This is only the beginning of your journey. With your pure heart and your new determination, I know you will succeed.
With these words, the image of her mother begins to fade, but the connection remains strong. Sophie, now with a deeper understanding, prepares to face the challenges that lie ahead. Lilith, amazed at her new life in Nightfrost, dedicates her body and soul to her studies at the School of Magic for Dark Sorceresses. The school in Nightfrost is an environment of fierce competition and envy. Lilith stands out and innovates with her knowledge of light magic, blending the teachings of both sides of magic.
Sorceresses of light can't perform their magic with shadows in their souls. This is their weak point. Use it to your advantage.
Who does she think she is to teach us like that?
She may be powerful, but that doesn't mean we like her.
Lilith ignores the murmurs of envy and contempt, focusing only on becoming the best black sorceress. During the party in Nightfrost's palace, Lilith, with all her magnetism and power, begins to attract the attention of several men present.
Lilith, I've heard a lot about you. I'm Darius, the Black Knight. I have led several battles against the Arcane Knights and emerged victorious.
Ah, Darius. So you're the famous knight who defeated so many of our enemies?
Yes, exactly. In every battle, I showed the strength and superiority of darkness. I defeated countless Arcane Knights and brought glory to Nightfrost.
Lilith is extremely physically attracted to Darius. This is a new feeling that she knows.
I'd like to get to know you better, Lilith. Perhaps we can talk another time, more privately.
Maybe one day I'll take you up on your offer. I'll think about it.
Darius, even more fascinated by Lilith, accepts the implicit challenge. As she moves around the party, chatting and snubbing other admirers, Lilith feels more confident than ever. Her magnetism attracts powerful men and solidifies her position in the dark hierarchy.
This new power is intoxicating. I think I'm going to enjoy seducing men.
How dare she? Darius has never looked at me like that. I won't rest until I find a way to finish Lilith off.
Later, Melanie approaches Darius, trying to disguise her anger with a smile.
So, Darius, you've met someone interesting tonight.
Melanie, yes. Lilith is different. She has an incredible presence and a unique power.
Lilith may think she's special, but I will show everyone who the real strength is here. Fire against ice. She doesn't stand a chance.
It seems I have a not-so-secret admirer.
Determined to provoke Melanie, Lilith approaches Darius before leaving the party. With an air of confidence and seduction, she leans in and kisses him lightly on the lips.
Damn, Lilith.
With a smile of victory and a certain tone of contempt for Melanie, Lilith walks away, leaving the party with her head held high.
The table is on fire.
Somebody do something! Melanie, please control yourself.
Control yourself. Did you see what she did? She's provoking me.
It's not worth it, Melanie. Don't let her manipulate you like that.
Lilith, you will pay for this. I will destroy you.
On another day in the parallel world of light, Sophie returns to the hut to talk to her mother again.
Mother, I feel I'm on the verge of something crucial, but I don't know how to proceed.
My dear, you have faced many trials. But now to purify your soul entirely and return to Celestine, you must make a difficult choice. It's about Arnold.
Arnold? What about him?
To redeem your mistakes and purify your soul, you must end your relationship with Arnold. You influenced the breakup between him and Medellin, and although you love each other, it wasn't the right time for both of you.
But Mom, I love him so much. How can I do that?
I know it's painful, my child. But Arnold still has feelings for Medellin. Even when he had the chance to return to you in Tagnara, he chose to save Medellin in the Crystal Castle. He wanted to make sure that Medellin was all right, so that he could live out his love with you in peace.
He did it out of love for me? And for her, too?
Yes, Sophie. Arnold has to fulfill his mission alongside Medellin to recover the sacred amulet and save Celestine. If your love is true, he will return to you with his heart free and unbound.
I understand that I need to leave Arnold free so that he can fulfill his destiny alongside Medellin. If we are meant to be together, it will happen naturally.
I'm proud of you, my dear. This is proof of your strength and courage.
I'm going to do what I have to do. I will end my relationship with Arnold. I will purify my soul and return to Celestine, ready to face my destiny as Lilith and reclaim my true identity.
The purity of your heart and the absence of attachments are essential for leaving this parallel world of light and retaking your body in Celestine. You are strong, Sophie. This painful choice will pave the way for your proper redemption.
Sophie feels light in her heart, knowing she has made the right decision. Arnold has gone to the mystical Blue Forest to find answers to his desolate heart. He blames himself for not staying with Sophie, and for her being turned into Lilith. Among the trees, Medellin watches him, rehearsing words of comfort but without the courage to approach.
How can I ease the pain I see in your eyes? Arnold, I wish I could tell you everything will be all right, but even I don't know.
Suddenly, at the edge of the lake, a truth fairy emerges from the water, illuminating the darkness around her.
Arnold, something extraordinary is about to happen here. You'll talk to Sophie in the parallel world of light.
Sophie? What do you mean? Sophie? Is she all right?
Sophie's image appears in the lake's reflection, bringing immediate relief to Arnold's heart. He kneels at the water's edge, trying to understand what he's seeing.
Arnold, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm in the parallel world of light.
Sophie, I'm so sorry. I should have stayed with you. This is all my fault.
Arnold, you did what you had to do. Don't beat yourself up. You have the kindest, purest heart I've ever known. I know you wouldn't do anything wrong to me. But we need to have a final conversation about our relationship.
What do you mean, Sophie?
Arnold, for me to return to Celestine and take back my body, I need to purify my soul. I let Raven influence me because I was so angry and jealous of Medellin.
What do you mean, my dear?
Medellin is so powerful and confident. I felt inferior to her. I wanted to prove that I could be as powerful as her, which drove me into darkness.
You have your own light, Sophie. No one can dim the charming and generous person you are.
I was also afraid of your feelings for her, and your actions showed what you really felt because you chose to save her in the Crystal Castle and not come back to stay with me in Tagnara.
Sophie, I love you. I never wanted to hurt you. I just wanted Medellin to get well so we could be together without her interference.
I know, Arnold. But you still have feelings for Medellin, and these need to be resolved so that we can be together for real in the future.
I don't know what to say. Something has always held me to Medellin, but I love you, Sophie.
I love you too, Arnold. But we need to go our separate ways now. If our love is true, the universe will unite us again when the time is right.
Medellin, listening to the conversation, feels a mixture of pain and hope. She could never have imagined that Arnold still had deep feelings for her.
Let the forces of the universe chart your natural course. Trust in love and in each person's journey.
Goodbye, Arnold. I hope you find peace in your heart and fulfill your mission with Medellin. I'll return to Celestine when I'm ready.
Goodbye, Sophie. I'll do whatever it takes to save Celestine and honor our love.
Medellin finally approaches, ready to support Arnold.
Are you all right, my dear?
I'm fine, Medellin. No need to worry.
Arnold, I know it's hard, but we must keep going.
Come on, Medellin. We have a world to save.
What does the future hold for Arnold, Medellin, and Sophie? Will our heroes overcome the forces of darkness and restore harmony to Celestine? And what will Lilith's true fate be? Get ready for the 3rd season of Celestine starting October 1st, 2024. Visit the links in the video description to connect with our community. Join us on this epic journey.